comes on, it's fading in. Oops.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
On Monday, February 22nd, we see sitting in his living room Mr. Sidney G. Harper, retired engineer, age 89 and a half, enjoying a Sunday at home prior to church, which he will attend shortly. Yes.
Sure.
Mr. Harper, a native of Alabama, recently returned from a homecoming at his alma mater, Auburn, Alabama Polytechnic Institute, where he was honored as the oldest graduate in attendance. Geezer of the Year. Mr. Harper, could you give us a few thoughts about your day? What have you done so far today?
Nothing.
Yes. You seem to be nattily attired in a green shirt with coordinating tie, maroon trousers, dark socks, and a tan sweater. Oh, yes, there are his socks. Maroon trousers, green shirt, and a camel-colored casual cardigan. He is sitting in his chair next to the window of his home, which he bought over 45 years ago, here in Springfield, Ohio. There's one of his lovely daughters.
Where?
Right there.
Oh. Appearing.
Passing on to his wife, Mrs. May W. Harper, age 87. Having recently been bathed and dressed in her charming blue sweater, she is sitting in her chair on this Sunday.
Fascinated
February
with her
27th.
vision in the
Wearing her mohair lap robe, and her, that's about all you can see.
Mhm.
And how has your day been so far, Mrs. Harper?
Slow.
Yes?
Mrs. Harper, would you look at this little red light right here on the camera?
I've looked at it.
Oh well, look right into it and say hello to the assembled folks, like your grandchildren. And
Oh. Hello, grandchildren, all of you. Mark?
Who's that, Mark?
no, she's going to say, oh, that's good, Mark. No, they say that. Trying to
And
get
let's see who else is around.
Well, see who all you can think of.
Oh, you mean of all the grandchildren?
Yeah, just think of some grandchildren.
Oh, Matthew,
Don't leave anybody out; they'll be mad.
Annie, Willie. I'm looking at myself and I can't.
Don't
think-
look at yourself. Look at this
Like
little
you
red
said.
light.
Oh, just look at the light, huh?
Yes.
Well, let me see.
You can look at your lovely daughter over there.
And my lovely daughter, Denver, is sitting on the couch, doing something. My walker is back of me in the corner, if you're
Right,
wondering what that
uh-huh.
metal thing is. And I am washed, and I should be clean feeling, but I'm not, because I didn't get in the tub. Now let's see, whose chair are you sitting in, Mary Seal?
I'm not.
Oh, you're standing up.
Mhm. I'm the. Mary Rose looks at the camera, and so does Grandma. Great grandmother looks at the camera. No, Mary Rose looks at the camera. Great grandmother looks at the screen.
Where is she?
Mary Rose?
Yeah, where's she now?
She's probably in her bed. Ithaca. All right, we're coming back around. We're panning back around. Let's describe some of the objects in this room, shall we?
Let's see.
Not that.
In front of the window
In front of the window.
is a gooseneck lamp,
Now you know every object very well.
and sitting right next to it is grandfather.
Let's talk about that machine there, so we'll know what that's for.
Oh, that's our talking book. And I presently have one we're not very fond of. I think we're
They
going
don't
to
have any on.
Hmm?
Sending that back.
What did you read last?
Huh?
You have to talk to again because you're the one that can ask the questions while I just do the camera
That's all
work.
right. What was the last book that you all had that you really enjoyed on the talking book? What was the last really good book you read?
Remember which one it was?
It was a long time ago that we had it.
No, we had it.
Week, early this week. I don't know what it was.
You were talking last night about the Gore Vidal's Lincoln.
Huh?
You were talking last night about how much you enjoyed Gore Vidal's Lincoln.
Who?
Gore Vidal's book about Lincoln.
Oh, yeah. That was a very interesting book.
We
Took about a week to get through with it, so many pages.
We all sound as if we're not quite awake,
Yes.
and we're really not.
Did you learn anything new about Lincoln?
No, I don't think so.
I thought you liked it very much.
I did like it very much.
Did you remember anything hearing about Lincoln when you were a child down south?
No.
They didn't talk about him at all?
Well, I suppose it did, but I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
Robert E. Lee.
Well, how did they view him down
Huh?
there? How did they view Lincoln down in Montgomery?
I really don't know. I was too young to notice.
to care?
They didn't talk about him as a great man when you were growing up?
Yeah, I suppose it did.
Did they think more about Robert E. Lee or Jefferson Davis?
I don't know.
You didn't learn about them?
Oh, sure, I knew about them. I wasn't so interested I remembered it.
Oh, you weren't real. What were you mostly interested in?
Huh?
What were you interested in?
No, I don't know. What most little boys are interested in.
Like?
Interrogate somebody else.
Wow. I just wondered if you had any.
Huh?
If you weren't particularly interested in history.
Well, I haven't thought back. I can't think that fast.
Oh.
Instant out of my
Right.
We'll
age
move
and
along to this
condition.
other
Well,
place.
you don't have to, snap out of it.
Sure, he was a hero. When the Washington, Lincoln, and Lee, we did include Lee.
Even in New England, you included Lee as an American hero, or
A great man.
hmm.
They were great men of the Civil War. Not the war between the states.
No, you called it the Civil War. Or your,
I think we ought to turn that camera off, that television set off, because somebody's too interested in it.
well,
Somebody keeps looking at it.
we all keep looking at it. It's hard not to.
Now, if I turned
It's
it
a good
off,
picture.
Now look at Mary Lucille, Mother.
look at me.
Okay.
Keep looking at the camera.
Don't pretend you don't see the camera.
Yes,
And-
because we'll play it back and you'll
We'll-
get to see
we'll-
it.
Look at the red light.
Yes.
Mother keeps shifting her eyes. You
Give
can't
us
keep
some
them
of
all.
your thoughts on Ronald Reagan at the present time. What do you think about Ronald Reagan right now?
Well, it's kind of hard to gather my scattered thoughts about Ronald. He still looks like a movie hero, which I never cared for.
Do you think there's any likelihood that he'll be impeached?
That he'll be impeached? I think it would be wasting a lot of money. Why not just tell him, Bud, you're through?
That was a good one,
That
Mother.
was very
You
good,
got off a
yes.
good one there.
Just-
Just look at it yourself. I'm not going to let you.
Yeah, look at the camera.
Yeah, I'm
Look at
looking
the,
at
no,
it.
you're looking at the
Listen.
TV.
Oh,
Look at
that's
the
right.
camera.
I see how animated I ain't.
Well, you're
That's
just
'cause you're
sitting.
looking at
You're
the
just
When I
sitting.
camera.
look
Mama.
But I won't look
Well,
at
we
it.
want, you can talk. Let's see. Oh, so you think they ought to just tell him to get lost? Mr. Reagan? Just get out of here, Mr. Reagan, instead of going through all the process of impeachment?
Oh, we know they won't do that. Because there's too many rascals that come down with him.
Yes.
But yesterday I saw a sequence of him talking to somebody else, and I thought, wavy hair and the shadow of Nancy hovering around someplace. No, I guess we shouldn't make fun of him, but the Republicans who have kept him in office are the ones that are scared.
You think there's a power behind Reagan? That he's not really running things?
I think it's several powers.
And what do you think about Nancy?
I have an idea she's rather a nice woman, period.
But, what do you think of her adoring looks at Ronald all
Well,
the time?
maybe she adores him.
Yeah. Right or wrong?
Look at the way I look at your papa.
Well,
How do you look at him?
With loathing and
With
some...
disgust. With disgust.
Yes, give us an example of how
Yeah,
you
give us a
at
look.
Papa.
Look at Dad.
Yeah,
I want
look
to see how you look at him.
Let's see.
Yes, give us your
And
Nancy
my-
Reagan look at Papa.
As much as to
Looks at
say.
me with loathing.
No, he's fairly good, but I never can top him.
Yes,
Who?
Papa.
Oh,
he's the master.
this woman will not quit looking at that.
Quit looking at your picture,
Look
Mother.
at
Dear, I'm fascinated.
I know.
See, I wipe my nose and
Yeah,
I rub my nose
You're
And
only
it-
human.
And you're actually doing it,
Yeah.
see?
Yeah, that's a nice
and
picture.
half smiling.
Yes, it's very nice.
Mhm.
Now, if I could get a smile of
What?
tolerance.
Mhm.
Tolerance? Well, you did. I thought you did a very good job just then talking about Nancy Reagan. You're a lot more tolerant than I am. Very much so.
Well, I don't know her.
Yeah, I know. We just know what the press tells
And
us.
I
It
think
ain't
she
good.
has to show that red coat someplace.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to show you something, Mother.
We're sensitive about red coats.
Yes.
Oh, you have another one?
Oh, no, I got one. Okay.
Well, I think Mr. Harper's. Now, do you
Alright.
have the sensor thing on?
I got to turn it off now, I think, though. There. Now it's off, okay?
Okay.
What do you think?
Hmm?
Here's another thing. It's on indoor. Now I'll turn it to outdoor.
No, not good.
What?
Not good?
Do it, just technical talk. I think he needs that light, that sensitive thing. on.
Here's outdoor.
Yeah,
That's not good.
no.
Indoors, right.
Yeah.
And then sensitivity would be...
There, see,
Okay.
you get a lot.
All right, now we're ready to talk.
What have you been thinking about while we've been chatting with your wife of 64
4
years?
What am I thinking?
What were you thinking while we were just...
I was wondering what I'm going to have for lunch.
Oh, all right. Well,
Always from food.
yes.
No, I wasn't doing much thinking. I thought Mama was carrying on very well.
All right. What do you think about Mr. Reagan's present plight?
Well, I wouldn't want his job, I can tell you that. I can say all I want to about him, but I wouldn't want his job.
Mm-hmm.
I
Never
think-
wanted
I think
to be-
he's sinking into one of these Watergate situations, the way it seems to me.
Mm-hmm.
First he said he'd do nothing about it, now he apparently knows all about it.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe he doesn't know as much as he's saying.
So I voted for him, but I'm disappointed in the way
God, I
he
hate
acted.
to have that on record. I hate to have that on record, but there it is.
It's a free country.
You heard it, folks. Here's who voted for Ronald Reagan.
This is a typical Reagan voter. And now, disillusioned,
Well,
saddened, disgusted.
as I say, I don't think any one of us would want his job.
You never aspired to the presidency then, Mr. Harper?
Huh?
You never aspired to the presidency?
Heavens no.
Satisfied with just being one of the guys?
Yeah, one of the guys.
Yes. You never sought political office in your long and rich life?
Never did.
Though drafted, you might have run.
I never did vote, run for any office whatsoever.
But you voted all your life.
Huh?
You voted all your life.
Well, when I was able to vote, yeah.
Did you ever miss an election?
Hmm?
Did you ever miss an election? How many
I
did
would
you?
do what?
How many presidents have you voted for? I bet you don't even know.
Well, let's see. I voted for 21. You had to be 21 when I was growing up to vote. That would
Did
be,
you vote right away?
huh?
Did you vote as soon as you were...
I don't think so. I think the first time I voted was up in New Jersey.
Who was running?
Hmm?
Harding?
Oh,
I didn't vote
that's...
for Harding.
No, I mean, was it that election?
I don't know. I was 21 years old. I was
Be 19.
before I was in New Jersey.
That'd be
I was
1918.
in. I
in
didn't
the war.
vote till we moved down to New Jersey after I was married. That was I don't know. Billy was born. I guess about. I was probably 25, 26, somewhere around there.
Did you always vote Democratic?
Yeah, except this past time.
Mm-hmm.
That was your first mistake then, wasn't it?
I didn't think Mondale was qualified
I
to be
like-
president.
Mondale, I would have voted for him.
It's like, somebody said, who's Carter? Well, I said, who's Mondale?
I like Mr.
Uh-oh.
Carter, I
Okay.
still do. He had a silly smile, but that wasn't real. Very noble man.
As Mrs. Harper talks, she's looking at the television set.
Yeah.
Not that
Look
she
at the camera.
Look at the. It's not that she doesn't, but she's looking off at something. It's that she is interested in her. Now let's see how this is coming. Should we stop a second here,
Yeah.
everybody, and
If you
see
want
what
to
we've
see how
got
it's
here?
working.